The obituary for Annette Wilson. Sunrise, March 30th, 1953. Sunset, April 8th, 2020. Sister Annette Wilson was taken home to be with the Lord on Wednesday, April 8th, 2020, at the age of 67. She was born on March 30th, 1953, in South Bend, Indiana, the daughter of Norman V. and Maxine Dolores Williams Wilson. The family later moved to Cassopolis, Michigan, where she grew up and went to high school. She attended Christ Temple Church in Cassopolis. Her pastor was Harold A. Scott. Annette came to Ypsilanti, Michigan in 1972 to attend Eastern Michigan University. She settled into the community and became a faithful member of Messiah's Temple Church. She was very active in many auxiliaries. Whatever she found to do, she got involved wholeheartedly. Her many roles and activities include director and singer of church choirs and praise team member. She especially loved working with the Children's Youth Choir and was their leader for many years. This was her passion and she took great pride in it. She impacted many young people through her work with the choir. They are all grown up now, and many are following her example by leading youth across the United States. Additionally, she sang with the Pentecostal Assemblies of the World National Choir and the NDC State Choir for many years. Served as Christian Education Secretary, worked in the publication department to design flyers for auxiliaries and the Sunday morning program, was a core team member of the singles ministry. She also shared her administrative talents as a dedicated member of the Northern District Council registration team, an assignment she enjoyed immensely. She worked for the Bell Telephone Company and Trinity Healthcare for many years. Annette was a very faithful, caring, and diligent saint. She is greatly missed. Her survivors include one brother, Norman Renee Wilson of Alabama, three sisters, Valerie Rick Brown of Illinois, Moretta Smith of Ypsilanti, one niece, Tasha, one great niece, and a host of close family and friends that she often viewed as relatives. Annette was preceded in death by her father.
A tribute to my dear sister, Annette Wilson. I had the privilege of meeting Annette probably about 15 or 16 years ago when she came to volunteer with publications at the church. It wasn't long into her volunteering that she and I just clicked and became such good friends. I just treasured Annette. She was so fun and so funny and so helpful. It wasn't long before she really became like a sister to me and a confidant. I shared so many things with Annette. She had a old school wisdom, but then a gentleness and a humor that was just so refreshing, and she just made you feel safe. And so losing her earlier this year was quite a blow, but I know that the Lord had a plan and that He doesn't make mistakes. And so, my dear friend, I will miss you. I will miss you so much, but I am looking so forward to that great getting up morning when we are reunited again as sisters with our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and a heaven that He has made just for us. And until that day, I say, rest on, my friend. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Rest on until I see you again.
Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good and his mercy endureth forever. It's certainly an honor for me to give honor to whom honor is due, Sister Annette Wilson. Annette has always been so kind and welcoming. When my husband and I first came to Messiah's Temple, Bishop Grayson, Lady Grayson, the Messiah's Temple family, they were all welcoming to Joe and I, and so was Sister Annette. When we first came, we didn't want to do anything. We just wanted to sit and be quiet. And nobody from the choir pressured me to get into the choir. Sister Annette knew me not only because of David and Dana, who were attending Messiah's Temple at the time, but when I was a member at Bethel, I directed the choir and I sang, and we used to visit Messiah's Temple. Also, I sang in the state choir, so she knew me from the Northern District Council and the state choir. But when I did decide to do something at Messiah's Temple, of course it was the choir. And she and Brother Michael didn't pressure me to do anything, but they had always give me a heads up when they wanted me to lead a song or to do something, and they gave me time to do it. I didn't feel any pressure. One thing about Sister Annette is Annette could be funny at times because of her facial expressions. Whether we're in choir or we're out singing, you can see how she feels in her facial expressions. I remember one time when we were in choir rehearsal, she would stare at me because I assumed it was because she wanted me to learn the part and know the part because she knew I could do it. And she would just stare at me. And when I look at her, I knew I had to get the part done. I had to learn it and learn it right. One time we Messiah's Temple visited a church in Detroit, and I tend to sing loudly, and she was standing next to me and she grabbed my hand. So I toned myself down. She didn't embarrass me or anything. She just grabbed my hand. Nobody knew it but me and her. And I really appreciated that. When I became involved with the International Missionary Department, I was the region director for the Midwest region, or back then it was called Region 5. She asked me if I needed any help, and she volunteered to be my secretary for the region. And anything that she found to do, Annette was there. She was willing to do it. And I really, really appreciated that about her because, particularly being a director for a whole region, that was quite a bit. That was quite a bit. But I appreciated her for doing that and for assisting me. And then when the music board was formed, I was selected to be the chair. And again, Annette wanted to volunteer. She wanted to help. She wanted to assist in any way that she could. I asked her if she would be my assistant if I couldn't be there or whatever. Would she help out? And she said yes. And even in those closed door meetings, Annette was always honest and upfront about her feelings. She knew what Pastor Grayson would allow and what he would not. So there was no reason for us to even think about it if she thought that he wouldn't allow it. But she always had excellent ideas, excellent suggestions. And again, she always wanted to help out wherever she could. And when the choir had concerts, whether we had musicals or whether we had somebody else coming in singing, Annette was always willing to help out wherever and whenever she could. It reminds me of back in the day when we were coming up in the churches. Okay, what can I do? What can I do? Um, and she was just that kind of person. She was doing whatever, whenever she could. And I love that about her. She was kind, she was sweet spirited, she didn't try to seek accolades. So I'm so glad. I There's a song that says, "Give me my flowers while I yet live." I wish I could have given her her flowers while she was living, because she was such a sweet, kind, and, and just a gentle kind of person. There's a song that says, "When I wake up in glory." Sister Annette, I miss you now, but when I wake up in glory, I expect to see you. God bless you.
Sorry for my location, y'all, and how I look. I'm currently at work, and this is like the deadline to submit a video. But Sister Annette was the sweetest person, one of the sweetest persons I knew. I loved her, and I'm just brokenhearted she's gone. But she was just so kind, so sweet to me and everybody around her. I honestly don't know what else to say, so I guess I would just tell two stories. The first one is when she came to pick me up one day for choir rehearsal, youth choir rehearsal, I should say. And she offered to pick me up, and she was lost, so she called me, and my sense of direction is bad, so I gave the phone to my grandfather. She found my house, and y'all all know I live in the country. And so when I got in the car, she was so mad. And I was like, "I'm so sorry." She was like, "Never again, never again." And I was like, "I'm so sorry." I just kept apologizing. But that's the one story I laugh at because she was so funny. And another one is one of my friends that came to church event one day, and my friend wanted me to sing, and I was like, "No, I'm not about to sing." So I tried to have Sister Annette tell him that I couldn't sing, and she was like, "Yeah, you can sing." And I was like, "No, tell him I can sing, because I did not want to sing for him." And she was like, "No, I'm not going to sing that." So that I laughed at that. But anyway, those are two good, I guess, memories I have of her. She was just so sweet. But anyways, that's all I gotta say. Bye.
Okay, really, this is the last take. What can I say? Other than I'm so thankful for Annette Wilson. I am so thankful for her life. I'm thankful to the Lord for his infinite wisdom in connecting us. I'm thankful for the privilege of being able to walk some of the last mile of the way with her. You know, we thought it was for one reason, and the Lord connected us just for something totally different. And I gained a family. I gained a big sister. I miss Annette immensely. I miss the road rage. I miss the fussing, the singing. I miss choir rehearsal, cutting up, laughing, watching you dance around the stage. But most importantly, I am so excited for where you're at right now, because that is where we all desire to be. I love you, Messiahs. I miss everyone. God bless.
Hi, we're the Roberts family.
And we just wanted to send this greeting out to the family of Sister Annette. My fondest memory of Sister Annette is the day that I proposed to Tamara. She was one of the first persons I met, and I wanted to tell her what I wanted to do, and she was so overjoyed, and she said yes, 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 so enthusiastically. And that's just how she was with our family. Even with every child born and every event in our life, she was so happy for us, and we just are praying for the families, and we wanted to send this celebration of life out to her.
Yes, and I just wanted to say that Sister Annette was one of the greatest choir directors that I've ever sat under. She was one of the best, and we truly, truly, truly do miss her and praying for the family.
God bless you. We love you.